fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. First carry for Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And the Steelers first down.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game?
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for L.A. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nifty move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
The Steelers 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm just not there to begin this ball game.
Out they go. And it's Roethlisberger. And that sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as he brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken the 26. Also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's intercepted. It's the fourth Seahawk, Earl Thomas. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Again, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They hand this off to Harris. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he shifts past him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets it to Gordon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Josh Gordon. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
There's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Herbert on 3rd down now. Dancing to his left. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. But he's got his target, Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, this is Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert back to the air. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, he's going to play line. Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Buying time to his left.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down. It's Harris. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Herbert on first down now. Herbert has it knocked free, and it looks like Steeler football. It is! So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a give right side. It's Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance. That usually puts it in jeopardy. It gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's what you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field to try and get up and get it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
When every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills. To make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And shedding through the tackle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Again, 11 on the play.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of yards, so they'll wind up crediting him as a sack, and he brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They hit on half of a 5-10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's probably the wise decision there. He just throws it away and keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A little juke. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.